Good morning. This is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. Seeing some cloudy conditions around the area this morning as a front is pushing through the area. It will bring a chance for a few rain showers as we move through the morning and possibly during the early afternoon. Are seeing some breezy conditions out there this morning. We did see those winds ramping up, issuing a wind advisory about an hour ago. Those winds have settled down some. But do expect those breezy conditions to return as we move through the remainder of the day and into the evening this evening. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we can see that boundary and area of low pressure that's tracking through the local region. The shower activity is actually pushed off behind the boundary itself and slowly moving towards the area and on somewhat dissipating as it approaches the area. So I do expect a chance of precip, but could see that falling apart as it gets closer to Wallops. Our current conditions this morning, seeing a broken deck at 1,600 feet, overcast at 20,000 feet. Winds out of the north-northeast around 8 knots, again, have settled down some, but seeing those peak gusts in the last hour up in the 25 to 28 knot range. Seeing a temperature of 56 degrees, our relative humidity is at 83%. Current visible satellite, seeing that radar on there as well. You can see those clouds moving through the area with that front shower activity. Shower activity just off to the northwest and tracking eastward. And again, does look like some of those reflectivity values are lowering with things somewhat dissipating as they push through, but can't rule out showers and move through the morning. Let's take a look at the high resolution model, and you'll see this is kind of picking up on that weakening of the line of showers as it pushes through, not showing much reflectivity moving over the local Wallops area. Other models indicate a bit better chance of a light shower pushing through. Very slight chance of a thunderstorm if we do see potentially stronger shower pushing through. But we'll see clouds sticking around and winds will start to increase as we get out of the shower activity. However, a few models are indicating, as the high resolution model here is, the possibility of a few showers popping up during the early part of the afternoon on the backside of that initial line of showers. So we'll be keeping an eye out on that as well for the first part of the afternoon. And then we'll see things start to clear out as we get into the evening and that boundary moves well away from the area. But as that pulls away, we'll still keep a tighter pressure gradient through the evening time frame with some fairly breezy conditions continuing through the day today and continuing into at least the first part of the evening. So likely seeing a wind advisory possibly canceled for some time this morning, but then likely being reissued as we get into the afternoon and likely continuing into the evening time frame. But things do dry out with those skies clearing as we move into the start of the day on Tuesday. We'll zoom out here, look at the broader picture for the next couple days. We'll see after this system moves out of here, we'll see high pressure building in over the area as we move into Tuesday. We'll start off slightly breezy with those winds diminishing as that high pressure settles in over the area, keeping things quiet and dry through our day on Tuesday and overnight Tuesday into Wednesday. As we get into Wednesday, we'll start to see that high pressure moving off to the east throughout the day on Wednesday. That will allow a slightly breezy southerly flow to build as we get later in the day on Wednesday. But things do look to continue dry, and we'll see a general warming trend as we move through the remainder of the week. So looking at our 24-hour weather risk chart for today, we do carry a yellow chance for precip through this morning and into the first part of the afternoon for that possible second round of a few showers popping up. Do have a yellow chance for lightning this morning with the chance of a stronger shower producing maybe a few strikes of lightning. Again, that looks to be a fairly minimal chance, around a 15 and 20% chance. And then we won't see that as we get into the afternoon time frame. And we are carrying a red risk for those wind advisories criteria as we are in a wind advisory at this time. Could see that cancel briefly as we move through the morning, but likely seeing those winds picking back up as those winds shift more north-northwesterly as we get into the afternoon, and then we'll slowly start to see those tampering down as we go into the evening. So high temperature day, we're likely seeing it this morning right around 56 to 58 degrees, and then as those north-northwesterly winds start to kick in, we see that shower activity pushing away from the area. We will start to see cooling temperatures back to fairly seasonable temperatures as we go into the overnight time frame. Again, those winds will be breezy today out of the north-northeast this morning. Again, could see that wind advisory cancel briefly, and then as we go into the afternoon, those north-northwesterly winds will start off around 13 to 18 knots with some peak gusts up around 30 knots. We'll slowly see those numbers falling as we go into the evening time frame. Skies will start to clear as we move through the overnight time frame. We'll see our low temperature bottoming out around 33 degrees for early Tuesday morning, and those winds turning more northerly, still keeping a slight breeze through the evening time frame though. Tides running about a half a foot above normal. Tuesday we'll see partly cloudy to mostly clear skies moving through today. Again, slightly breezy onshore flow as we'll see those winds shifting more northeasterly to southeasterly as we move through today on Tuesday. A slightly breezy flow will be generally early on in the day with some of those winds weakening as that high pressure starts to settle in. A cooler day with a high around 48 degrees. Green conditions for our weather risk, and that will be the case for the next couple days as we'll see mostly clear to partly cloudy conditions Tuesday night, with quiet conditions, a low around 34 degrees, and we'll push back to more seasonable high around 55 degrees for Wednesday, with some increase in cloud cover, and again, could see that slightly breezy southerly flow picking up during the later part of the afternoon for Wednesday. That's going to wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. to take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.